Imagine yourself as Kevin Costner with a wealth of $250 million and one of the richest celebrities in Hollywood. How would you spend millions of dollars on buying properties and other luxuries? Kevin Michael Costner is an American actor, producer, and film director. He's received 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, a Primetime Emmy Award, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards. Costner starred in Fandango, American Flyers, Silverado, and many other films. Hey guys, welcome back to Famous Estate, where we talk about the amazing facts of World of Fame. Today we are here with another exclusive home tour, and this one is checking out Kevin Costner's $7 million Colorado ranch. Costner has some beautiful properties he can retreat to. Not only has he lived in a beautiful and remote 160-acre ranch in Aspen, Colorado, he also owns 17 acres of Oceanside property in Carpentaria, California. At the very peak of his career, in the 1980s and 1990s, there wasn't a bigger movie star in the world than Kevin Costner. Not only was he one of the highest paid actors ever, he also directed the Academy Award-winning picture Dances with Wolves, and inspired by a chance encounter with actor Richard Burton, Costner pursued his lifelong secret dream to become a movie star, and made his way up through Hollywood. The hard way by taking acting classes, folding odd jobs, and auditioning constantly. It would all pay off when he was cast in his breakthrough role as the legendary Eliot Ness in the 1987 film The Untouchables. 3 years later, Costner was holding the Academy Awards for Best Actor and Best Picture, having produced and directed Dances with Wolves. Costner was inspired to create this classic film after having spent a considerable amount of time roughing it in the wild while living in his gorgeous 160-acre ranch out in Aspen, Colorado. He acquired the property through multiple transactions over a number of years, not unlike how he also came to own his sprawling piece of underdeveloped land looking out over the Pacific Ocean in a California beachside town. Starting with his first parcel of land purchased in the late 80s and quickly followed up by a second in the early 90s, Kevin Costner acquired 160 acres of rural paradise up in northern Colorado, located only 10 minutes from downtown Aspen. Kevin's home is known as Dunbar Ranch, having been named so after Costner's character Lieutenant John Dunbar from Dances with Wolves. And after buying off all that land, Costner rolled up his sleeves just like John would have done and got to work, building himself a ranch lover's dream come true. By the time he was finished, this property would boast 3 amazing stand, Dillon properties, a main house, a lake house, and a river house, all of which when combined can accommodate up to 34 guests for starters. Let's check out Costner's 5,800 square feet main residence, where he has spent a lot of important family time with his children and current wife Christine. Some generic easy-to-miss gates are probably the most unassuming thing about this place, moving through them and up a long and scenic driveway. Visitors will pass through a rugged terrain of birch and pine trees to the secluded main residence. It sits on a grassy hill overlooking the rocky bank of Roaring Fork River. Once we will finally step foot inside of the home, we'll discover a cozy, almost hotel-style front lobby, complete with a wood-burning double-sided fireplace. The rest of the 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom house is full of old-fashioned charm, warmth, and a cozy rustic comfort. Meanwhile, rough exposed wood supports columns, while ceiling beams are balanced against premium-grade materials and perfect craftsmanship. The dining room features chairs that are slip-covered in relaxed cardboard, colored linen, while under a pair of delicate chandeliers, boasting teardrop crystals. His primary suite that not only contains stuffed melted lime in a well-lit niche just above the master bed, but it also contains the coolest hidden room. By pulling back against the giant rug covering the floor from the bed, we'll discover a secret trap door that opens to reveal the wooden staircase. This multiple-level home also includes a chef-style kitchen, complete with a 5-star team of private chefs, as well as countless living areas, dining rooms, a bunch of entertaining spaces, and a whole host of outdoor patio spaces. Speaking of outdoor spaces, we know just a man who made 4 movies about baseball has got to have a ton of outdoor activities. Kevin not only has lakes to kayak and paddleboard on whenever he feels like, but he's also got a space to practice his archery. He also built himself his very own baseball field, where he simply must recreate key moments from Field of Dreams. Bold Durham, or For the Love of the Game. Let's hope he doesn't use any of these lakes to recreate Waterworld, because nobody wants to see that, and Kevin is not the only one with the opportunity to do those things. Now you can too, if you have about $36,000 lying around to spare. That's right. Over the past couple years, Kevin has put his entire property up for rent as his busy shooting schedule keeps him out of the town a lot and renting other people's ranches up north in Montana. Costner also visits his 10.25-acre estate located on a bluff in the beachside town of Carpentaria, California, which is about 10 miles or so outside of Santa Barbara. It's where Kevin maintains an eye-popping collection of properties made up of 3 side-by-side oceanfront homes, much like his Colorado ranch. Kevin acquires the first of these homes in the late 80s, the second in the late 90s, and the third just a few years ago when he shelled out $7.3 million for an updated 3-bedroom residence with amazing ocean and coastline views. Prior to that, Kevin has increased his acreage when he spent $28.5 million in 17.25 acres of underdeveloped bluff-top property overlooking the Pacific in 2006. At the time of purchase, there were several smaller homes sprinkled throughout the large open space, which was largely used as a polo practice field. In 2009, Costner would sell off around 7 acres of that land to his neighbor for $25 million. Then he put the rest of the land up for sale as well. But with only pine-sized cottages located on this 10-acre, it wasn't enough to entice buyers with a $60 million asking. After keeping it at that price for the majority of 2017, Costner would reduce it to ask $49 million in 2018, but it still didn't sell, and eventually he took it off the market, and the entire estate remains in his portfolio to this day. As for the interiors of the homes that cost neurons in the property, well, they have been kept private when he listed the land for sale. He only provided photographs of the exterior of the home. According to the listing agent, Kevin has once planned to build a bigger residence here with a guest house and a pool as the existing home. He often uses it and it has only 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, but he ultimately decided against the upgrade. This was your tour at the house of Kevin Costner. Let us know in the comments what you think about the house, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos about the world of fame. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, stay safe.